4, dangerous weather is always a threat to local grids. Every year, thousands of families lose their power from weather-related outages. Number 5, a solar power generator provides powerful backup insurance and peace of mind. Folks, I really believe in the solar power generators offered by Solutions from Science, one of my oldest sponsors. You can get more information at www.mysolarbackup.com. That's mysolarbackup.com. Remember, the government doesn't own the sun, so go to mysolarbackup.com or call 1-877-327-0365. A very wealthy U.S. citizen is predicting that in 2011, we will witness the most important day in America in more than 50 years. He says it will change everything about our lives. The way you shop, travel, invest, educate your children, and even how you take care of your health and your own family. Now, this man has made some outrageous predictions over the years. The crazy part is, he's usually right. You see, he predicted the collapse of GM, Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, and America's biggest mall owner, General Growth Properties. In fact, Barron's called his work a dire prophecy. Recently, he created a video, which you can watch online for free, detailing his biggest and most important prediction yet. And it's a real eye-opener. I can't stress this enough. You should at least watch this free video online today. He explains everything you need to know, including simple steps you can take to protect yourself. You can find the video at www.endofamerica3.com. That's endofamerica, the number 3.com. Watch the free video at www.endofamerica3.com. That's endofamerica3.com.
Over the last year, Alex has told you about, and many of you have experienced, emergencies and disasters in unprecedented numbers. People have had to literally run for their lives. Folks, this is Steve Shank with eFoods Direct. I'm not here to scare you, but when disaster strikes, you won't have time to think. You must act automatically. What does a pilot do when the helicopter engine fails in flight? No time to think, just act automatically. When the alert is broadcast, the alarm sounds, or the knock comes on your door, you'll need to be ready to act without thinking of what to do or what you need. You need a 5-day extreme emergency kit. With serious supplies and real food to secure 2 adults for 5 days, this powerful $300 extreme emergency kit is free with an order of at least $995 from eFoods Direct. Go to efoodsdirect.com/Alex or call 800-409-5633. That's efoodsdirect.com/Alex. 800-409-5633.
Leading a frontal assault on the lies of the New World Order. It's Alex Jones on the GCN Radio Network.
Well, Dr. Steve Pieczenik is joining us at about T-minus 30 minutes for part 2. He'll be with us live of that incredible interview we did yesterday. That is one of the hottest news stories on the web. But along with that report, the fact that Bin Laden was on ice 2001, died right before 9/11. Along with that key report, he also has gone public saying that he knows a top general who told him shortly after 9/11 that, yes, it was indeed a false flag inside job, and he had knowledge. And Dr. Pieczenik is ready to go public to a federal grand jury right now. And he, of course, worked under 5 presidents, under 3 of the Secretary of States. He was the head of developing Black Ops psychological warfare programs. You can just search his name, if you're doubting me, Steve Pieczenik, and you will see articles in the Associated Press, London Telegraph, you name it, about his exploits. Like this headline, U.S. envoy admits role in killing the Italian prime minister. But they did it by tricking the Red Brigades that had kidnapped him into getting rid of him. And now we'll see if that's accurate from what the London Telegraph says. The point is, this is the type of stuff you pull up when you start searching Pieczenik. And, boy, the media is really upset about this. This is some dangerous stuff we're doing here on air. I hope folks understand the magnitude of this frontal assault on the globalist disinformation. I mean, we're going right up the hill against these people. And this is blowing up in their face. It is a desperation move with the birth certificate last week, and on the heels of that, Obama showing us how tough he is, and this fable about Bin Laden that now has more holes in it than a block of Swiss cheese. And I just want to go over some of these headlines, and I'll go into more detail on it, but he's going to be joining us. Then Lord Monckton pops in for 30 minutes. Then we go into overdrive into the fourth hour with Dr. of History, Webster Tarpley, who concurs with our analysis. Yesterday we had Major General or Lieutenant General Hamid Gul on, former head of Pakistani intelligence, confirming and basically giving the same analysis as our guest, Steve Pieczenik, Dr. Pieczenik, and Dr. Tarpley. So we're going to be going over all of that today. Obviously, that was an amazing interview yesterday, and he graciously is going to be joining us again. I can't wait till this latest hoax is blown over, and hopefully they won't stage some false flags out of it. They're clearly trying to test balloon that right now to launch new wars and new domestic crackdowns. But after this is all blown over, if it does indeed, you notice things are just getting more and more hectic, more and more crazy. I have a feeling that's not going to happen. But I wish it would. Then I want to get Dr. Pieczenik on for 2 hours someday to talk to the real Jack Ryan. Paul Watson has an article that is an absolute red alert, and I do want to make this a red link if it is not on Infowars.com. I noticed earlier it was not a red link, and it is not a red link now. I want to make top government insider Bin Laden died in 2001. Marley or Matt, will you guys do that for me? Thank you. I asked Paul to, but I think he forgot. He's so busy. So top government insider Bin Laden died in 2001. 911, a false flag. That article is an absolute maximum alert report to get out to everyone, and it has the full 2-hour interview with Dr. Pieczenik posted under it. It is a maximum alert to get this information out to everyone. Okay, let me just do this, and I always say I'm going to do it, and I've never succeeded. I'm going to attempt to just read the headlines of the news I have here and then start going back into more detail on them. Experts, security checkpoints near soft targets maybe become the norm. CBS News New York announcing checkpoints on highways, roads, randomly schools, grocery stores, just total lockdown East German society. Just, that's always been TSA's plan. They've been training police nationwide under federal auxiliary control, the 10 FEMA governors. This is martial law. In fact, I know Dr. Pieczenik has warned of that in some of his writings I was unaware of reading last night. We're going to bring that up to him. Martial law is a point I want to bring up to him, because we're being eased into it. They're not going to call it martial law. But when you've got federally trained goons everywhere sticking their hands down your pants, you think you're not going to fly and get away with it from this? You think you're going to... No, this is going in everywhere. Okay, we've got that. Here it is. U.S. on alert for hastened plots. Zawahiri, who is, again, has a huge pedigree of being a British double agent, a SWAT with a 7-7, London Telegraph, MI6. All these guys, I mean, they're publicly known to hang out at U.S. and British bases 24/7. Hamas, founded by Israel, works for them. You heard Pieczenik talk about that yesterday. I mean, folks, people don't get this. They're like, I don't understand. Have you heard about England where they got 2 grocery store chains that have over 90% of the business, and one color is orange, the other's green? You know, and it's owned by the same company. And they'll be across the street from each other, and one has better deals on this, other on that. They give you full spectrum dominance. They give you a false choice. They create the terrorist, who then go out and they stage their deaths like they do special forces troops all the time. Long history of our government sheep dipping people. I'm going to bring up sheep dipping with Pieczenik. So many points, I'm writing notes on these. And then it actually makes him a martyr and causes more attacks. And they say, see, now we got to be on the streets of America because Bin Laden was killed. The war on terror never ends. And then we get the internal training manuals. It's all for the American people. So they're really hyping the false flag and the nuke attacks and the rest of it here in the U.S. and other propaganda about hero dog helps snare Obama. So now if you're not for the fable, you hate the troops and you hate the dogs. And if you don't believe that Pat Tillman died charging al-Qaeda, you hate Pat Tillman, even though it's on record they murdered him. Doesn't matter. It just feels good to buy the lie, doesn't it? And Jerry Bruckheimer did the Saving Private Lynch thing for you. So continuing with that information, It is in Fox News. It is also in the Associated Press. Pakistan is saying it warned about Compound in 2009 and specifically pointed it out, that they thought some chicanery was going on there. And that's on record, they're saying. Well, it's like Hamid Gul said, General Gul said here yesterday, if you believe that Pakistan knew about this, then the U.S. had to know. They got spies everywhere, spies in the Pakistani military and ISI, double agents, CIA operative caught 3 weeks ago trying to give uranium reportedly to Taliban. I mean, this is all happening. To then blame it on the Pakistani government. They're gearing up for an attack on Pakistan, as Dr. Tarpley said months ago on the show. People know what they're talking about. They study this stuff. They live this stuff. I study it. I live it. I live it. I went to bed at 1 in the morning. I got up at 5 a.m. I live it. I pick up my laptop when I wake up. When I go and sit on the toilet when I wake up, folks, I'm reading. When I go to bed, I mean, I even sometimes... It's embarrassing. I sit there with a laptop out the door of the shower. I mean, it's just out of control. I'm plugged into this stuff constantly, and I know what I'm talking about, and I just see people who just buy the surface of whatever they're told. I mean, I get out of bed, boom, turn the computer on, boom, start researching. Reading the legislation, reading the documents, studying the history, and it just means nothing to the invincibly ignorant. They're invincible with their love of being fools. And they're giving us all this background fables and soap operas to follow. Obama took 16 hours and slept on it if he was going to attack him. Obama 9 months ago knew he was there in the compound but didn't want to drop bombs on it. Even if you believe that, then it means they waited till closer to the election. Oh, he used his wife as a shield. Oh, that dastardly rat. Oh, he fought back with an AK-47. Oh, now he didn't. Oh, now his daughter, grabbed by Pakistani forces. There's no video of her. No one even knows who his daughter is. He's had dozens of different concubines and wives, at least 5 known wives. It's just all complete. Oh, but it's all over the news. Total proof. Like we'd hear over the last 9 years, new Bin Laden tape, new Bin Laden text. And it'd be at the bottom of the AP article, well, it's unconfirmed, it was on a message board. And the CIA admits fake videos. But I'm getting emails saying, ooh, you've been proven wrong. His daughter's come out. What you going to do about that? Are you saying SEAL Team 6 is lying? Huh? SEAL Team 6, people in SEAL Team 6 don't even know who's in SEAL Team 6. It's just a made-up pool of black ops. I tell you. What, next you're going to tell me Pat Tillman didn't charge an Al-Qaeda bunker? There's still idiots that believe WMDs were in Iraq. And I think they might pull those out of a hat now. It's about saying it's nonpartisan. No one would have believed Bush finding WMDs. No one would have believed Bush bringing out the Bin Laden, especially when Madeleine Albright, Teresa Heinz Kerry, this is all on record, and many others. Walter Cronkite came out after Pieczenik, Dr. Pieczenik, and said they got him on ice, they're going to roll him out. They had to back off. But see, now there's partisan differences. We can believe this now because Obama is different than Bush. Same defense secretary, same policy, same program, funded by the same Wall Street interest, voting together to get rid of Glass-Steagall, voting together for the bailout takeover. And I sit there on idiot radio programs and idiot TV shows with them laughing at me. Oh, yeah, Madeleine Albright said so on Fox. Yeah, Morton Kondracki. Do you want the date? No, you're lying. Ah! I was on national British radio last night, and this clear PSYOP guy called in. They were begging for disagreeing calls, saying they couldn't find him. And he calls in about 50 minutes into the interview. They finally got one. And he goes, no one believes you. No one is with you. No, you're just a conspiracy kook, and you're a radical. You know, you need to be arrested. And what's your proof? And I said the CIA, May 25th, 2010, Spy Talk admitted that they created fake Bin Laden videos. Oh, yeah, because you say so on YouTube. See, you give them facts, they come back and laugh. I was on Tom Hartman's show last night on RT, and I've never seen, in fact, guys, try to dig it up off Hartman's YouTube channel or off RT if it's up there. Oh, they sent it to you. I want to play that with Tarpley later, because I've got to say, that Tom Hartman is totally different than when he was on the radio. I mean, this guy's desperate